Eros' eyes bolted open and he jolted upwards. If it wasn't for the sleep restraint, he'd have face planted into the top bunk. He rubbed his eyes, though it didn't help the stinging fatigue. They had been stranded for 3 days now. Most of the systems were online, though the frameshift drives remained inoperable. Eros was the only one who had any expertise and chance at salvaging the drive between the two of them. Eros estimated for the amount of time the frameshift drive was online, along with acceleration, they had made it around 10 light seconds before tumbling out, a much greater distance than expected. Lights? The main lamp instantly lit the room. He listened to the hum of the ship. It sounded normal. He undid the restraints and pushed against the wall. With a couple of pushes from nearby grab bars, he was navigating his way to the cockpit. The ship was in complete silence other than the regular hum. It didn't feel like there was any rotation, so at least they hadn't had any problems overnight. Celeste, ship status, please. Status is nominal. No problems detected. No problems detected? That doesn't sound right. Status of frameshift drive. Frameshift drive is operational. Current mode, idle. Eros frowned. When he went to sleep, the drive definitely wasn't operational. He neared the cockpit door. It was open. A little unusual, he thought. He could see the top of Seema's head in the pilot seat as he moved into the cockpit and stopped himself. Seema, good job on getting the drive online. Commander, Seema Basirat is dead, Celeste responded. What? He felt a dark foreboding, and his heart began to race. He swung himself around the seat to see her. Seema? Seema! Talk to me, Seema, he shouted, grabbing at and shaking her shoulders. A bead of blood drifted from her nose, and her closed eyes slowly opened. They, she whispered. Incoming message. Not now, Celeste. They, Seema? They? He said, his panic heightening as what appeared before him was someone at the point close to death. They won't stop until we are all dead. The cockpit lit up red as the ship began to vibrate. He looked behind him out of the cockpit. The Fargoid vessel almost completely filled the view. Incoming message. Connect. You will die out here. You will all be purged like abominations. Cracks appear snaking around the cockpit until finally it breaks. Eros tries to cover his face as the air begins to explode outwards. Eros hits his head against the top of the bunk, his eyes filled with terror, his heart pounding hard like it's about to explode. Shit, he exclaims. He takes a few moments to look around the badly lit room. Incoming communication, Celeste said calmly. Connect, Eros said with a shaky voice. Eros, you okay? I heard a bump and a scream. I'm fine, I guess. The bump was my head. I have no idea about the scream, though. His voice now more calm. I was projecting. The scream was me. I had a terrible dream. Well, if we're both awake, we may as well get started on that drive. Can't let us just die out here, can we? I hope not. We're less than a week into this. That'd be just embarrassing, he said, with a quiet chuckle.